the title of this episode is going to be what comedy means to me, and I think I'll. This is an idea that I came up with for Instagram Reels. Um, I'm actually going to post one of those today. Hello, welcome back to Al Talks. This podcast I started 3 years ago to chronicle me starting stand up. This podcast is a weekly podcast. It comes out once a week, and this is just a small little introduction video into the podcast. So down below in the description of each episode, you can go to my Linktree and find links to everything connected to me. This podcast is available on YouTube, which you're watching it on right now, and also on Spotify. But yeah, that is just a small introduction into this podcast and everything that goes along with it. Hello, welcome back to Al Talks. It is me. Hello. I don't know how this is set up, but here we go. We are on. We're live, I think. I would hope so, because otherwise I'm going to lose my shit. So yeah, what do I want to talk about in today's episode? Well, a couple of things. One, Malinda Pereira's new show. So, if you don't know, I had Malinda Pereira on as a guest before. Malinda Pereira is a comedian from Sri Lanka. He's currently based in Dublin. He runs the N2O Vienna and the N2O Dublin. And he just debuted his latest solo show called Marinated Lamb, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I also got to see Work in Progress for that as well, which was very good. I enjoyed it. And, you know, it's a great night because there was a couple of comedians that came, friends of mine, well, friends of ours, and just hanging out after the show, having a couple of drinks and talking, having fun, riffing and jokes and stuff like that. It's like the title of this episode is going to be what comedy means to me, and I think I'll. This is an idea that I came up with for Instagram Reels. I'm actually going to post one of those today. The idea essentially was that it was. The idea came from because I got pissed off at something that happened. I don't know. I think it was during COVID. A bunch of celebrities started like singing songs together, but I don't know, some bullshit thing. And then I remember heavy metal musicians across the world did like a parody thing of it. So I want to do like my version of it, which is what comedy means to me, which is going to be the title of this episode. Look, the cyborg is back. Give me your views, your subscribes, and your motorcycles. But yeah, essentially, I was gonna explain what comedy means to me, and how important it is for me. Kind of breakdown. Like, I mean, it's like, especially on Sunday night, we were talking, everyone was just having a chat about comedy and other bits about, like, gigs we've done and different comedy clubs who've performed at and stuff. Like, and it's, like, I would have never met any of these people if I didn't start doing comedy. And before I started comedy, like I said, I watched it, I enjoyed it. I don't think I ever went to any comedy shows. I can't think of any, but like obviously now I'm at them the whole time, either performing or watching. And what do I want to say? Oh yeah, and so it's kind of, what does comedy mean to me? Comedy means, like, I like the community aspect of it, Like, that night we were sitting there hanging out, because when I first started comedy, that was the kind of that was kind of the routine we would have. We'd go do shows somewhere, and then afterwards we'd all either um, stay in that bar or go somewhere else and just have just have fun, hang out, crack jokes, talk about upcoming gigs, talk about the show we did that night and stuff like that. And it was real sense of community, and that's, I mean, like, um, I don't know how to explain, like, the comedians, like, most of the comics that I meet enjoy similar stuff to me. Obviously, not everybody will enjoy everything, but I'd say the vast majority of them, for example, like, um, I'll talk about Shane Gillis. Like, Shane Gillis got fired from SNL like 3 or 4 years ago, and he got to host it there just at the weekend gone. And it was a redemption for him, because I remember when he got fired, he was on a podcast and he was saying, like his parents, like, they didn't really understand like how he was making money from stand up, and they were like, "Are you a clown? You do the hee hee ha ha's?" And he said when he got SNL, that was like, they were very proud of him, and then when he got fired, he was like, "Ah, damn," and then they were in the SNL audience that night, and he actually roasted both of them, which I thought was very funny. But like, and Shane did, like, when he went up. You can watch it. It's all up on YouTube. Like, every SNL sketch, they made it their own playlist. So if you go to like Saturday Night Live's YouTube page, go to their playlist. Shane Gillis has his own playlist there, and all the sketches. The sketches were very good as well. Um, Shane is a very good comedian, and he proved that to them when they fired him. So um, because he had made a racist joke on a podcast about Asians, and that's why they fired him. But it was, I mean, it wasn't. It was taken out of context, and It's not like Shane is racist. Shane is not racist, so it's cancel culture bullshit, which I don't stand for. And Shane proved it. Like, I mean, I looked at the special that he released after he got fired. He's got 24 million views on YouTube. That's a lot. 24 sets of eyeballs have looked at it. And I was one of those. That special was great, and it really shot him to stardom. So he just proved, fuck them all. That's what I say. And kind of to bring it back, what does comedy mean to me? I mean, it's like I said, it's the community to hang out. Like, I do enjoy. Like, it's just, I don't know how to explain. I mean, yeah, like the people I meet, and every year more and more comedians are joining the ranks, which is great. Like I said, I always love to see new people join, and some of them come to me for advice, and I'm like, I'm just going to tell you what Joey Diaz said, which is often what I do. I did recently at the Giggles open mic, as you well know, that went horrible, and I bombed at. And what was I going to say? Yeah, and then there was a guy there who doing the first stand up for the very first time, and he was, he didn't do well, but when you're starting off, it's okay. You try and try again. And I told him the advice that Joey Diaz gives, which is, don't worry about your material realistically when you're going up on the stage. What you need to get, how would I say it? It's like, what you need to basically get right is just your stage presence. Get used to the fact you're on stage, people are looking at you, and you have to entertain them. That's what you have to wrap your head around. But, like, obviously, why? Okay. Like, everything seems to be working, but the timer is. Anyway. I'm probably gonna have to wrap it up soon because the computer does not like it, as per usual. What's new in the neighborhood. Um, but yeah, so it's What does comedy mean to me? Great sense of community with like-minded people who enjoy entertaining the world. Because that's what we're doing at the end there. We're making people laugh. I like laughing. I like making other people laugh because then I start to laugh. um, it's just, it's a great time. Comedians are great people, and I thoroughly enjoy it. It's the same sense of community I get from the heavy metal listeners when I go to gigs and stuff. Like, I'm recording this on Tuesday. Like, tomorrow, Ailstorm is going to be performing up in Dublin in the Academy. Ailstorm is, I suppose, they'd be classified as pirate metal. Like, they have a lot of yee-ho drinking pirate songs. It's basically if Pirates of the Caribbean became a metal band. That's the best way I can describe it. Very fun. So I was going to be enjoying that with my brothers and my sister. So yeah, I think that pretty much summed it up really for this episode. I'm gonna try and do a gig at Smithfield's Creatives on Thursday, day after the thing. Let's sign up on the night. I should get in. Like, I don't, like, I'm gonna go up there early enough. Like, so it's in the Bernard Shop in Dublin, and this episode will probably be released. I'm gonna try to do it in the morning of, or just, I don't know, during the week sometime. We'll see. Do I have any other things I want to talk about? No, I don't think. I think that's pretty much it, really. That's like the only news coming up, because I want to discuss another piece of news in a different episode. Well, I'll give you a little sneak peek. I got AC/DC tickets. Great success. But yeah, that's it for this week's episode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And thanks for all the support over the years, because it has been years at this stage. Please consider donating to buy me a coffee so I can get some kick-ass equipment. Links down below in the link tree. But yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll see you all next week. Bye bye.